It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, folks, today we're going to jump on that gigantic, sharp, interactive board and go through Toshiba Tech's first 9 months for their FY24, which will end in March of 2025. Let's start out with the top line revenue for the company, $2.8 billion. $2.8 billion for the top line revenue for Toshiba Tech for the first 9 months. Operating profit is $77.5 million or 2.8%. Profit attributed to the owners is $178.6 million or 6.4%. We know that Toshiba has two business units. They have that Retail Solutions business group. That's that point of sale material, the cashierless register, the smart shopping cart, all that cool stuff I talk about. Truly an amazing business. Top line revenue for that business was $1.6 billion for the first 9 months. Operating profit of $22.3 million. But ladies and gentlemen, I got the magic pen in my hand. I want to circle this. The operating profit for the retail group is really coming out of their domestic marketplace, the Japanese marketplace. You know, 5.3 billion yen there. And here in the overseas marketplace, it's a negative 1.9 billion, bringing the operating profit to that 3.4 billion or that $22.3 million. And so I just, why in the world are they struggling in the overseas marketplace with the Retail Solutions business group? It's doing so prosperous over there in the Japanese marketplace. I also noticed if you look at the revenue in the domestic marketplace, it's $850.8 million for the 9 months. In the Americas, it's $488.4 million. Europe, $144.4 million. And others, $125.4 million. But in Americas, that Retail Solutions business group for 9 months generated basically a half a billion dollars. $488 million. That needs to be a bigger number. That's why I keep fighting. I keep arguing. I keep telling Toshiba, let those print people sell this retail stuff. Let's figure this out and make it happen. We got to figure out how to get that retail products, that point of sale products, into the U.S. in a much bigger way, into Europe in a much bigger way. Dealers have to diversify. I'll be screaming about this till it actually happens, by the way. Let's look at their print business, Workplace Solutions Business Group. For the first 9 months, they did $1.2 billion in revenue. They had an operating profit of $55.1 million or 4.6%. But I do want to get my magic pen out on this one. If you look in the domestic market for the print business, ladies and gentlemen, it was $76.6 million for 9 months. I just, you got to wonder, why is Toshiba even selling print in their domestic marketplace? Maybe they could do a deal with Ricoh. Ricoh will give you our print business in the domestic marketplace, but we need your sales engine to sell our point of sale and retail business solutions. Can we figure something out like that? Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to have to be some alignments. There's going to be folks coming together that were unimaginable years ago. We just saw where Oki joined the Toshiba and Ricoh joint venture around manufacturing, a company called Etra. At the end of the day, 76.6 million print business in the domestic marketplace is a pretty low number. And if you look in the Americas for the print business, it's $536.3 million. So, if you think about it, in Americas, Toshiba selling nearly the same amount of dollar amount in their point of sale material as they are in their print material. What if they brought those two divisions together? What if they added to that sales force? Maybe through the process of developing better solutions and technology around retail, if they were together with the print folks, they would start creating things that might be better for the office as well. Ladies and gentlemen, why can't Toshiba Tech be that one company that delivers better experiences in both the office and in the retail environment? I think they can. I wanted to do a little bit of comparison on operating profit. I've been beating the crap out of Ricoh lately, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is interesting to me. If you take the workplace business unit, which is the print business for Toshiba, let's go from 2022 forward. In 2022, Toshiba had a 3.2% operating profit. 2023, they had a 5.6% operating profit. 9 months into this year, they're at 4.6%. Let's look at our friends over there at Ricoh. In 2022, they had a 3.7%. So pretty close in line with where Toshiba Tech was with their print business. In 2023, Ricoh had a 2.6%. Toshiba Tech had a 5.6%. In 2024, 9 months in, Toshiba Tech has a 4.6% in their workplace business unit. Our friends at Ricoh over there, 1.9%. And if you take the companies, both retail and workplace, Toshiba is still growing their operating profit, where we see Ricoh declining in their operating profit. This is concerning to me for Ricoh. They're just declining. You know, we don't know where they're going to end up at the end of FY24, which will end in March of 2025, but Ricoh just seems to be going in the wrong direction, and I want to compliment our friends at Toshiba Tech for going in the right direction, increasing the operating profit. You know, when I think about these these cashierless registers and the smart shopping cart and all the software that they're doing in this retail space, I just wish there was a way that all those dealers, friends of mine, could get educated on this in a much better way. I wish there was a way that we could bring these two units together, give the dealers a diversity that makes sense for them, and really help Toshiba grow their business and help all those dealers around the world. Well, especially those dealers that are focused on print, they've got to diversify. Everybody's telling them they sure as hell don't want to go into IT services. I mean, some of them should never go into IT services. But they could surely do this, couldn't they? Ladies and gentlemen, Toshiba, I think about this retail business group. They got rid of 56 million paper receipts. And I don't really care about the fact that there's less paper being printed, okay? That's just a fact of life. But think about the data. Think about the data that was on those 56 million paper receipts that's now in the hands of Toshiba Tech. As they accumulate all this data around shopping, around behaviors in the shopping store, the way people shop. Think about all that software and how that could help retailers and those shoppers themselves get better experiences from that shopping experience. What can all these softwares do if they came together with the softwares that are around the office? I mean, right now it sounds crazy, but who knows? I mean, with AI and smart people, I'm thinking Toshiba Tech could change the game. Again, for both the office and the retail shopper. Toshiba, keep up the good work. Get that operating profit to grow even higher. And everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck there, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.